Hi, welcome everybody. I am Keziah Elsa James, doing my Masters in Psychology at Central University of Karnataka. Today, through this video, we are going to learn validity and types of validity. I am here to tell you the definition of validity, properties of validity, and the types of validity. First of all, let me tell you what validity is. Validity refers to the meaning and usefulness of test results or the degree to which a certain inference or interpretation based on a test is appropriate. This was a definition proposed by Kaplan and Saccuzzo in the year 2017. Validity is an important property of a scientific instrument. The term validity means fidelity or truth. Thus, validity refers to the degree to which a test measures what it claims to be measured. In a broad sense, validity is concerned with generalizability. When a test is a valid one, it means its conclusion can be generalized in relation to the general population. Validity have five important properties. First one is validity is a relative term. A test is generally not valid. It is valid only for a particular purpose. A test of statistical ability is valid only for measuring statistical ability because it is put only for measuring that ability. It is worthless for other uses like measuring the knowledge of geography, history, etc. And the second property is validity is not a fixed property of the test, as validation is not a fixed process, rather an unending process. With the discovery of new concepts and the formulation of new meanings, the old contents of tests will become less meaningful. Therefore, they need to be modified radically in the light of new meanings. Third property is validity, like reliability, is a matter of degree and not an all or none property. A test meant for measuring a particular trait or ability cannot be said to be either perfectly valid or not valid at all. Fourth property of validity is validity is a unitary concept. Fifth property is validity involves an overall evaluative judgment. It means the validity may includes the consideration of content measured, the ways of responding by respondents, the relationship of individual items to the test score, relationship of performance to other measures, as well as the consequences of using the assessment. There are four types of validity: content validity, criterion validity, construct validity, and phase validity. Let's look at one by one. First one is phase validity. Phase validity is the mere appearance that a measure has validity. We often say a test has phase validity if the item seems to be reasonably related to the perceived purpose of the test. For example, a scale to measure anxiety might include items such as my stomach gets upset when I think about taking test and my heart starts pounding fast whenever I think about all of the things I need to get done. Having phase validity does not mean that a test really measures what the researcher intends to measure, but only in the judgment of raters that it appears to do so. Consequently, it is a crude and basic measure of validity. Second type of validity is content validity. Content validity of a test or measure considers the adequacy of representation of the conceptual domain the test is designed to cover. Simply, content validity assesses whether a test is representative of all aspects of the construct. Individual test questions may be drawn from a large pool of items that covers a broad range of topics. For example, a mathematics teacher develops an end of semester algebra test for her class. The test should cover every form of algebra that was taught in the class. If some types of algebra is left out, then the result may not be an accurate indication of the student's understanding of the subject. Similarly, if she includes questions that are not related to algebra, the results are no longer a valid measure of algebra knowledge. Third type of validity is construct validity. Construct validity was invented by Kornbluh and Mealy. This type of validity refers to the extent to which a test captures a specific theoretical constructive trait and it overlaps with some of the other aspects of validity. Construct validity does not concern the simple, factual question of whether a test measures an attribute. Instead, it is about the complex question of whether test score interpretations are consistent with a nomological network involving theoretical and observational terms. For example, a valid intelligence test should be able to accurately measure the construct of intelligence rather than other characteristics such as memory or education level. Essentially, construct validity looks at whether a test covers the full range of behaviors that make up the construct being measured. The fourth validity is criterion validity. Criterion related validity is one which is obtained by comparing or correlating the test scores with obtained scores on a criterion available at present or to be available at future. For example, a university professor creates a new test to measure applicants' English writing ability. To assess how well the test really does measure students' writing ability, she finds an existing test that is considered a valid measure of English writing ability and compares the result when the same group of students take both tests. If the outcomes are very similar, the new test has high criterion validity. There are two subtypes of criterion validity. First one is predictive validity and the other one is concurrent validity. Predictive validity is when the criterion measures are obtained at a time after the test. Concurrent validity is the degree to which a test corresponds to an external criterion that is known concurrently, that is occurring at the same time. Here ends our topic, validity and different types of validity. These are the materials referred to gather the information regarding the validity and types of validity to create the content. Thank you for watching the video. Goodbye.